Pew, pew, pew.
There we go.
Pew, pew.
I almost didn't do the pew pew to start it off with.
You know, I was like, I wonder if we're ever gonna get tired of doing that. It
I
still makes
don't.
me smile.
I don't think I did it with Chris. When no, I didn't because Chris had his own special intro.
Well, but also Chris wouldn't know what the fuck you were doing. He would be like, "What's wrong with you?"
But that was kind of why it would have been funnier to do it with Chris.
That's true.
Because Chris, what? And then I would have just waited until he said pew pew, or else I wouldn't have stopped, and then that would have been the whole podcast. That would have been annoying for you guys, wouldn't it have been?
Sorry, Chris. I want to do a podcast with you, but you've never listened since you left, so you don't know what's happening.
Right. So I mean, I guess like you guys like this isn't radio, so you guys it's not really like appointment listening. But if you haven't heard it already yet, I did a bonus podcast this week with one Chris Hogan, the former fella sitting in Pat's seat right here, and he was in town from New York. So if you guys want to go check that one out after you finish this one, it's I mean obviously this is not a really continued series, so you can go and just check that one out after. But listen to this one now that we already got you.
Yeah.
But you probably
Yeah. Don't stop.
don't go back now.
Finish this, then go back.
Yeah, this is what you're already on this. You
Yeah.
know, you're already on this one. Then go back and listen. But it's just like now you're like, oh man, I'm out of Past the Gravy. The 2 hours, 3 hours that I normally listen to all week. Now what do I listen to? Well, don't worry, you got 2 of those this week.
Yeah.
And then like I'm pretty sure you might have 2 next week too. I don't want to spoil anything, but just you guys have been pretty good. You guys have been good. You've been behaving yourselves. You've been buying some merch. You've been supporting our wonderful sponsors, and that's why we give you the occasional bonus episode, and sometimes we just do that like 3 out of 4 weeks.
Yeah.
You're welcome, is what we're trying to say.
Alex is he's got quite of a run right now.
It is, I'm content, guys. I told you about a month or so ago, I was like, hey, I am just gonna be content guy.
That's why I'm gonna have to get you a shirt that just says "Content Guy."
Content.
Carlos Content.
I guess you could say I wasn't content with not making content, so I decided I would be a content guy.
Either you're just on your shit right now, or you're like deeply depressed and you're not showing it, so you're just keeping
Let's
yourself busy.
Just keeping myself busy. Maybe that's it.
Just stop.
Something's like way deeper down than that. And they're, God damn it, Alex just has like 75 podcasts a week now. What? I'm actually starting to do 3 a day. I'm going to start doing 3 a day now. So please tune in. What if I did that? There'd be no way you could listen to any of them.
You do the wake up podcast where you just wake up and record yourself until you get to work.
It's just me getting ready, going to work, and then like me setting up the morning show, and then me in between breaks on the morning show, and then me immediately following the morning show, and then the Wednesday Past the Gravy, and then the occasional Monday Past the Gravy. And then Past the Gravy Bro. We got 3 of those. It's fucking wild. It's fucking wild.
Just build the network.
That's what I'm trying to do, man. But it's just me. It's just a network of just me. Adam Carolla kind of does that because I think he has Take a Knee, he has the Adam Carolla show, he had Ace on the House, that was like his home show. So like that's a shit ton of shows.
Yeah, but like when it's your job.
Right,
like
right.
Yeah,
I am
that's
also
his
working a full-time job as well
doing that shit.
as this. So like technically, this will be the second of 3 shows that I've done today.
I mean, could we just start streaming video games together and like do it and make that a video podcast?
Dude, no, if we got a Twitch, right? Robert, if we got a Twitch, does that count as like a podcast, a video podcast, right?
Yeah, I think so. You do live streams on there.
Would anybody watch it if we Twitch?
No,
like
they wouldn't.
But no, I'm saying side by side while you played Grand Theft Auto and I played like Fortnite and Call of Duty. Like we were never playing the
They
same
have nothing
game.
related. We're not playing. Yeah, that'd be fucking funny.
That's what we should do. Is actually set up cameras and do a podcast where me and you are just playing video games, only half paying attention to what the other person's saying.
Curtis and I, that was one of the reasons we started Past the Gravy. It was just playing video games and talking shit on the fucking mics on there.
Bringing it home.
That's just
bringing it home.
Bringing us to our roots, guys. Yeah. We've changed a lot since episode 1, but hey, we're still right. We're still the same guys.
We'll start a GoFundMe for everyone to get us all the video
GoFund
equipment.
for me?
It's been a long couple days.
What's
man.
a GoFund for me? Is that like the? That's like the.
It's an offshoot I started. It's like GoFundMe, but all the extra funds go to me.
Ooh. That's very beneficial to you, not so much for those that use the site. How's it doing?
No, they still get theirs, but it's just
you get a cut.
It goes to me too.
Does GoFundMe get a cut out of the funds?
Yeah,
they do.
That wouldn't make sense. I don't know. Is there advertisements on GoFundMe?
I don't know.
Because if there's no ad dollars, then they've got to be getting a cut.
Like I think GoFundMe has a very I get the purpose for it. It's got a very good It's a very good outlet, but like it's so abused so many times where it's like, hey. just because you wanted to have a really nice birthday party doesn't mean I need to give you $50 for it.
But like, if people are gonna fucking do it, it's on them for being stupid.
It just makes me very hesitant to ever go to GoFundMe now, because I'm like, if that's allowed, then like, what else is allowed? You know, like, how do I know for sure that this is going to be used for what it's saying it was?
You just
I want to see color.
You want to see? Ooh,
I wanna see color.
Let's start a GoFundMe for Robert to see color.
Well, we can actually do that to get him those glasses that let him see colors.
Well, actually, you don't want to see color because it helps you be less racist.
No, he wants to see colors, not color.
See them
Oh.
all.
He already sees shades. He can tell.
He can
who's
see white
dark.
people.
These people don't look as dark to me. I shouldn't trust them. See, I flipped it. Reverse racism.
This is a hell of a start for this one, guys. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun one. So we have like a lot going on.
I'm excited.
You know what? Why don't we we got an announcement we can make for you guys here in just a second. No, just keep doing that.
I was going to say I cut it off a little early, didn't I?
Yeah, hey, it's all good, bro. But let me just tell you guys about a little. Oh, don't worry, it's the trap remix version of it.
Wild.
So we've been talking to you guys about possibly doing another event. You guys are like, hey, when are we gonna get to hang with the Pass the Gravy crew? And Pat's never gotten to like go out with the Pass the Gravy crew except for one. I guess you did.
Not since I've actually been an official part of the show.
Because we did the Christmas episode though, so that was pretty big. But so we are going to be having a office trivia night at Packard's Pub on August 31st. That's a Friday, August 31st. It's Packard Pub and Pass the Gravy Podcast present the 2018 Dundee Awards, an office trivia night, costume contest, and many other office shenanigans brought to you by our catering company, Chili's. We're going to have all kinds of cool shit, and it is For the Cure. That would play. I had to sound.
Apparently, Steve doesn't want us to cure shit.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's not gonna play. So, anyways, we have the office trivia night. We got that going on Friday, August 31st. So mark your calendars now. It's a little ways away, but start penciling us in. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I think I'm gonna be hosting it, so you can. I'm not sure if we're breaking into teams. We're probably gonna break into teams and just get your office trivia knowledge going. So if you're a fan of the show, you've been watching it. Maybe you haven't watched it, but you want to burn through it. Believe me, you can burn through it by August 31st.
Yeah, that's literally a month.
That's plenty of time. You can burn through it several times.
Oh, you know what? I was just saying, I don't know what to watch on Netflix. I just finished my last show. Guess it's time for another round of The Office.
You gotta get your.
I gotta buff up.
I'm telling you, that's how all of my office binges start. It's like, well, what am I gonna watch? Comedians in cars, getting coffee. I'll just start the Office episode 1 again. You're like, well, we're gonna do this endless cycle, and then
But
you
I'm
end
doing
it again.
for a reason. I'm trying to buff up. I'm trying to win.
Well, how do you know I haven't been just prepping for my whole life?
How depressed will you be? Are we participating too?
I think if
Or
I'm
are we
hosting it,
asking
I
the
am
questions?
not. I
was gonna
wasn't
say,
planning on it.
Because that'd be really embarrassing if I beat you. And
Yeah,
I
it
only
would
ever
be.
watch it twice.
But you wouldn't. You wouldn't be.
Maybe I'm like Rain Man. Maybe I'm a
Maybe,
secret genius.
but I doubt it. So, Office Trivia Night, Friday, August 31st at Packard's Pub, catered by Chili's. It's going to be dope, guys. We're going to be, I think we're going to have Jell-O shot specials. Get it? Get it? Like maybe little tiny staplers in it and shit like that.
Ooh.
Probably not the staplers.
No,
That seems
that's-
dangerous. What if we just put staples? No, also not going to do
That's
that.
much
Also
more
very
dangerous.
dangerous. But be sure to mark your calendars. Friday, August 31st, Packard's Pub, 12001 Richmond Avenue here in Houston, Texas. It's going to be dope, and it is For the Cure, so make sure you guys are there. That was so that's how we start the podcast. I just wanted to make sure to promote that before I forgot to do it, and then we would have gone through the whole podcast, and I would have been like, fuck, I didn't promote the one thing that I was really supposed to promote.
For the Cure.
For the Cure. For the Cure. All right, let's get into Where You Been, gang. Layla lets her run a little slow today.
Where you been? 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 Where you gone? Where you gone? Since you been gone? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been?
All right, I feel like I already did, this is weird because normally I have like 7 days to do a Where You Been. Since I did the podcast with Chris over the weekend, I had to throw out all that stuff. So like I did see Bill Burr last Thursday. That was awesome.
Yeah, I still
And
fucking hate you.
I talked about that with Chris, but yeah, he was hilarious. I'm not gonna go down that again. You can go listen to episode 240 after you listen to this. But since I have done the last podcast, I was hanging out with Chris while he was in town. He came in from New York, and we went downtown and went drinking on Saturday night. We drank on Friday night pretty heavily, And then Saturday night we went downtown, hung out with my brother. He had some friends from Louisiana that we were in, so we went down there. And like I've gone drinking in downtown Houston, but it's usually been after a ball game and stuff. But like they have like clubs and all kinds of shit. It's like a real city. People always shit.
I fucking hate clubs.
But
Though.
people always like shit on Houston about how like it doesn't feel like it's like a real city. Like there's not people walking around on the streets all the time. And like in downtown during the afternoons and shit there are on the weekdays. But like it had been a while since I'd been down there and just seen like downtown Houston like popping. I mean I guess since the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But like we were like there were bars all in and out, and then we went to I don't know the names of the bars, but I'm not a club guy. I'm not a club guy. I didn't think I was a club guy, but this last weekend definitely showed me I'm not a club guy. There was a rooftop bar. It was dope. You get to see the skyline and all that shit. But it was like they think their goal is like how many people can we cram into this? Which I get. Like you want to have as many people buying drinks as you possibly can. It was cool. It was just it was packed. And we go up and there's this guy with a velvet rope. He's standing there with a velvet rope by these stairs. And my brother's like, all right, we're going up there. I was like, is that VIP? Like I think it looks important. And he was like, all right, how many of y'all? And we were 5. And he just moves the rope. But I was like, what is that guy's point? Like, what's the point of that guy being there?
To make you think it's VIP.
But, like, he just was literally, like, letting anybody that wanted to go upstairs or come downstairs, like, all right.
Well, but also it could be
Capacity? Okay.
Because like you don't want it packed wall to wall and then somebody get pushed off the roof. So like he's probably gonna be like, you know, how many's there so he can keep a counter. He's probably got one of those little counter clicker things.
Or maybe he's
How many
like
people are
one
on
of
the
those waiters that's just really good at like remembering your order, and he's like, I know exactly how many people have come.
Or
and
maybe
gone out
he's
of
just a
this.
weird guy that brought his own velvet rope and just wanted to feel important and talk to people.
Office trivia night. I think we're gonna bring a velvet rope. Robert, I'm gonna get you to just stand there with the velvet rope when people walk in. Be like,
velvet ropes are pretty expensive though. We can get some police tape
Ooh,
and just
imitation velvet. Imitation velvet.
Move the police tape in and out of the way.
Caution, crime scene. Hold on. Just pull the tape back.
You get some of that tearaway tape, like when you win a race, just over and over again. Everyone.
That'd be
running through
kind
it.
of fun. Oh, that was in Fun Run.
It is office trivia night.
Was in Fun Run. You
Maybe
know what?
Party streamers.
Ooh, there we go. I like that.
I'm thinking like Angela.
I'm definitely. And let's also just spitballing here and getting completely off subject again. What if we just got some brown and silver balloons and like just half inflated all of them? Just left them on the
This is
floor.
a party.
This is trivia.
So many ideas.
I mean, we talked about having office trivia night. We had to iron out the date and everything amongst ourselves and with Andrew Packard, the bar owner. But like now it's just like I'm in the mindset of it. We're just talking about it with you guys in the same room. It's like, all right, well, where else can we go with this? So we're gonna have to like back off of that. We'll have a meeting after the show. We'll figure out.
Yeah,
some
maybe
other
let's
stuff.
not plan stuff in the middle of podcasts. But
I think that it just gives them an inside look at what we're doing. This shows how really
I think they
unprepared
know
we are.
how fucking unprepared we are.
But if you guys have any ideas for Office Trivia Night, hit us up at Pass the Grade
Yeah.
Pod. I'm at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at Not Pat DN. Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. Packard is at Packard1 if you want to give him a follow on the Twitter. But just hit us up. Let us know what you like some ideas. If you got ideas for shots or anything, we're open for like we're open for business. You know, like give us your opinion. It's not like you are part of the podcast. You listen to the podcast. We don't do the podcast if you don't listen to it. You know.
Beet juice
so,
shots.
Beet juice shot. Probably not going to do that.
Oh, I mean, you mix it with vodka.
That still seems like it'd be really gross.
Yeah, but people do it.
Speaking of shots, are you a shot guy? I'm gonna segue this. Look at this fantastic segue back into me talking
if
about my
they're-
Saturday night.
Sometimes. Actually, I mean, I don't love shots, but like if I'm sitting there drinking at a bar, I'm probably gonna end up doing a couple shots at some point.
Robert's a big shot guy. Am I right?
I haven't gotten a shot in like since I was a teenager or something. Maybe since I was a
Okay,
teenager.
do you not get your flu shot every year?
No.
Ooh.
Get your fucking flu shot,
I
man.
don't get a flu shot.
Jesus
I
Christ.
guess you could just say me and Robert or Alpha's going out there just using their own immune system, just fucking it up. Knock on wood, please don't get the flu. But yeah, I think these rooftop bars were just like wild, and it was funny because there were people that didn't speak English near us, and like these guys, like my brother's friends were smoking, and like they were asking for cigarettes from them, and they thought my brother had the cigarettes, but then like his friend, it was this weird situation where this like Spanish speaking girl was trying to get a cigarette from my brother because she thought my brother was smoking, and he wasn't smoking a cigarette. His friend was smoking a cigarette, and so he gets her a cigarette, and like there was like a weird hug, and I was like, did you just hug her? Like, I didn't understand what she was saying. She kept doing like the cigarette thing. Like, I think she wanted a cigarette, so I just gave her a cigarette. It was weird. I was like, you just hugged a stranger. It was just randomly just, hey.
Well, I mean, if she was
okay.
hot, that's...
I mean, she wasn't bad. Wasn't
Yeah,
bad.
as long as she doesn't look like me, a hug's not too bad.
But it was like they were not communicating at all. It was very loud. You called me. You FaceTimed me actually. You sent me you had a very interesting FaceTime with me while I was at a rooftop bar, and Pat. My phone started moving, and I thought it was a bass at first, and so I feel my pocket. I was like, that's my phone. It was Pat FaceTime. I was like, well, I'm probably not gonna be able to hear this, but I'll answer it. I was like, what's up? And then I think I just immediately was like, I can't hear anything you're saying. But I just saw, like, did you have, like, naked dudes crawling around?
Yeah,
what were you doing?
My two buddies from college, they're the two guys that always bring out the worst in each other. Like, because they're, like, best friends, but they're fucking children when they're together. So, I mean, we were all just really fucking hammered. And as tends to happen with them, too, they both just got, like, naked and started running around. And it just happened they're like, bet you won't call Alex. So, fucking, I did. And then I just had to flip the camera so Alex could see two naked dudes wrestling. Because it just seemed like, at the time, it seemed like something that would be funny. And immediately, all I saw was Alex go, ah! And then hang up.
Well, because I was like in a public place, and I was like, I have no idea who's looking at this. Like, what's this guy doing?
That's why it was so funny. Because I was like, wow. And then I hung up. I was like, wait, I just sent Alex nudity in public.
Is he checking on his gimps? What's going on?
But we'll get into all that.
It was pretty funny, though. And so I was. That's what I did Saturday night, and then we got pretty drunk, and then Chris left, and what else did I do? Oh, I got some jeans tailored, guys. I don't know, like I've gotten tailored like suits before. I got jeans tailored. I am like fucking fancy pants over here.
Fucking money bags
Literally
over here.
fancy pants. But like I just want to say, guys, if you've never had your jeans tailored, give it a go.
Nope.
Give it a go.
Nope.
I feel like $1 million when I'm walking around in these jeans.
You know
I feel
what?
like $1 million. I feel like I'm on top of the world.
I've been wanting to do that because I'm short. And
Dude, and I'm the same. Like I have small legs that I'm a 30-30 in pant size, but it's always like I'm like a tweener. Like nothing fits me right.
Yeah.
And you're like, if you wear jeans every day like I do, then I was like, I'm just gonna go with it. It was $30. And I've spent way more on way stupider things. So if it's shit I'm going to wear every day, I'm going to do that. I got 2 pairs of jeans done, and I feel like a fucking badass.
I might have to do that.
I'm just saying.
I've just been,
No,
it's
what
worth
you,
it.
what you need to do, just buy Wranglers, all right? If it fits you right, Brett Favre wouldn't put his fucking name on it if they weren't perfect.
And he's Levi's, isn't he?
No, Brett Favre is Wranglers.
Okay.
How dare you disperse the name of
Excuse
Brett
me.
Favre? Wranglers.
Wranglers.
Copper
fit.
If Brett Favre and Dale Jr. say you should do something,
That's
you
true.
should fucking do it, all
I mean,
right?
if Dale says it, like Dale Jr. is who I really look to for advice. So if he says it, I'm down. But guys, tailored jeans, I'm telling you, that's a little life hack for you. You're gonna feel good about yourself after. Like I feel it's confidence. Just I'm oozing confidence now as I walk everywhere. I'm just like, check this out.
I mean, you
Guess
were
who's
pretty-
got these bomb ass pants?
You were a pretty timid person before. So
Yeah, but now it helps. Also, guys, congratulations to us. So welcome. We're in the Champions Pavilion now. I don't know if you guys know what the Champions Pavilion is, but the London Stadium, where we had the Olympic Games in London, the opening ceremonies were there. Now it's the home to the West Ham Irons, and now it is also soon to be the home to a nice little stone, a nice little brick stone that's going to say "Pass the Gravy Podcast, America's West Ham Podcast" on it.
We gotta get somebody to take a picture of that and send it to us.
Everybody that walks past that place is to go to the game. We'll have to fucking walk on us or past us or whatever. And now we're immortal, pretty much, is what I'm saying here. Like, I mean, I know that earthquakes can happen and shit, and erosion over time, but it was $78, and it was $78 well spent. And you know how I just said I had spent more than $30 on stupid shit before? Definitely. Maybe it was stupid to purchase, but like West Ham had tweeted something out. I was like, oh shit, you can do that?
Well,
I didn't even think about it. I immediately clicked and just spent money on it.
You know, the Astros have the same shit, and anytime I've been out there, I've never seen any of them really erode to where you can't see what it says anymore. So, like,
We've got the heat here too, so if it's making it through the heat.
Now, it does rain a lot more there.
Yeah, but like it's stone.
I assume they have to treat it.
Probably. And like I would argue that since it's an American stone, it's going to outlast anything that England can give it.
That's true.
So it'll probably be okay anyways. But it's we're immortal now. So just basically, like I don't want to say we should be partial owners now of the stadium. If you think about it, like I own a $78 share of the London Stadium / West Ham.
Fact.
Yeah, we're just gonna take it as that. So I mean, I don't want to get any of our lawyers, so you guys, into this. But if you guys know any of that, just if we're wrong, don't tell us. If we're wrong, don't tell us. And we're just gonna assume it is. So just it's good. We're champions, basically, is what I'm saying. Also, shout out West Ham. I watched a preseason soccer game. Same day I told you guys about that. Robert was like, "I think you need an intervention, buddy."
Yeah.
No, man. We're just diehards. We're diehards. We're educating the people here. I've also been talking to like maybe a West Ham interview person that we're going to talk to every single fucking week. Possibly, not for sure. But I've been in contact with some people. So soccer season's going to, I didn't know soccer season's like right during football season too. So it's going to be a little less, we're going to be less interested.
Double football season?
Football season? Ooh, I like that. So West Ham, congrats to them. They are the Betway Cup champions. Got our first trophy already. First time they've played for a trophy since Pastor Gravy really took over for them because it was midway through the season, so we don't count that season's trophy. So this season, new season, 1 for 1.
Yeah.
Just we're perfect. So you're welcome again.
I don't know
West
if you
Ham.
guys know your numbers. That's 100%.
That's batting 1,000, kids.
That's 100.
Is that good? I think it's good. I think it's pretty good. But that's where I've been. What about you, buddy? Where have you been?
Friday, just bouncing around. My best friend's little sister got married, so drinking at their parents' place, enjoying the nice, redonkulously hot weather on Friday. That sucked, but had like 16 beers.
That helps.
So that was pretty good. And then Friday, where the Naked Men were, we my buddy's got a lake house up on Conroe, so a bunch of college guys.
That's what's up.
We all got together and had about 16 more beers there, and then got a handle of gin that night that we all killed that too, plus some wine, plus some whiskey. We basically, that's why there was Naked Men running around, because we were just fuck bomb hammered.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you got a group of guys drinking enough,
had a boat.
Somebody's gonna get naked after enough time goes by.
Yeah, partied in a cove, partied at an island.
Party in a cove is always cool because you feel like a pirate.
Yeah,
like no matter what, you feel like a pirate.
Yeah, so you just bounce around the lake, and I got a not cool that'll stem from that. We'll get to that later.
Looking forward to it. Pat apparently is loaded up with not cools for us today, so
as
I am
much fun
really
as I
looking forward
had
to
this
that.
weekend. Like as soon as the weekend was like over, oh god, I've had like 3 weeks worth of not cools.
Just like looking back, those. It's like that was not a big deal then. Now thinking back, yes, it was.
And especially that night. I mean, when you're fueled with gin and beer, you don't notice how not cool it was. But when you wake up the next morning, it's not so cool.
Definitely not. Yeah. Definitely not.
So, yeah, that's where I've been.
What about you, Bobby Jokes?
So on Saturday, Sam and I went to go see the new Bo Burnham movie.
How was that?
It was really good. It's called 8th Grade.
If you guys don't know who Bo Burnham is, you're doing yourself a disservice. Definitely go look up Bo Burnham. He's probably one of the most underrated comedians going on in the game right now.
So.
He's we were kind of talking about it before we started. I'm not trying to interrupt you. I'm staying on topic. But we were kind of comparing him to he's like a Zach Galifianakis type, just that absurdity humor. But he's just got such a high intelligence level. The way he works all of his jokes out is fucking great. As opposed to Bill Burr, the guy that I like, that just makes dick jokes and shit like that, but and talks about fucking robots and stuff like that. But it's still, they're both comedians and they're both fantastic at what they do. Robert, continue. I'm sorry.
It was an older audience there because it's rated R, but there were people maybe
What's the premise of the movie?
Basically, life as an 8th grader.
Just that's it?
Yeah, basically.
That's an 8th grade girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how many ladles of gravy would you give it? It's been a while since we've had a movie review.
It's a little tough because it's hard to compare it with big blockbuster movies because it's not like that. It's really low budget.
Just put it on its own scale.
Yeah, it's a gravy ladle. It's not stars.
Yeah, indie scale.
Indie scale. I'll go 4.5.
4.5.
I think we should really check it out.
All right, I'm definitely.
It looked really good.
You saying that means that I'm going to go check it out now.
Yeah.
So.
Really, are you just gonna read the book, you asshole?
No, not with Bo Burnham. I'll give Bo Burnham my money.
Okay.
I'll give Bo my money.
He deserves it.
Yeah. And then yesterday, I was at the DPS driver's license office with Sam. She got her license.
Ooh.
She passed.
How's that?
It went well. I mean,
watch out for the road, y'all.
She had to practice parallel parking.
Who was everybody's dad when you get your license?
She had to practice parallel parking in a couple of weeks, so she was a little nervous about that. But she did well.
Spoiler alert, she's a woman. She's probably not going to be good at parallel parking anyways.
Fact.
I mean, I'm not saying it's just women. I'm also not very good at parallel parking.
Competent.
But I can parallel park.
Yeah.
It's just, I think that's part of the genes. It's just like, you're just never going to be able to do that. And I'm sure there are women that are going to be able to prove me wrong. And I'm not saying that there aren't. Just from what I've seen in my life.
I'll say it, there aren't.
I bet there's a couple.
Nope.
I bet Danica Patrick could probably
I was about to say, she's
park.
a professional driver, and I guarantee you she can't
She did wreck a lot compared to the men.
She wrecks going forward. I don't think she's going to do too well going backwards,
That's
okay?
All right, so is that it?
That's pretty much
Back to
it.
hijacking Bobby jokes isn't shit again.
Well, we were still kind of talking about that stuff. So now you're like, all right, you're driving.
Yeah.
That's
I've
good.
been telling that for years.
Now Robert can get drunk. That's the only reason he hasn't drank because he had nobody to drive him around.
Do you ever like treat her like an Uber driver? Like y'all go to dinner and you're like, hey, I'm gonna let you drive back, and then you just get in the back seat.
No, I should do that.
Make sure you go left up here.
I know where you live. You can just let me out here. I'll tip you on the app.
Just toss her the keys and yell, bring the car around.
I'm pretty sure she would just leave me like the side of the
Yeah,
road.
I bet she would.
You can get out here. To me.
That'd be funny as shit. All right, well, I'm sorry. That was Where You Been. All right, let me tell you guys about. So we got a new sponsor this week, but we're not going to talk about them yet because I got a copy for Blue Apron that I just found. And I guess it doesn't really matter what order we go in. So let me tell you guys about Blue Apron, fellas. It is the leading meal kit delivery service in the United States. Many people know what they do, but there are also many that don't know about all the types of meals that you're going to get when you use Blue Apron. You're not just going to be having burgers for dinner. You're going to be making short rib burgers with hoppy cheddar sauce on a pretzel bun. You're going to be preparing seared steaks with mashed potatoes, green beans, and crispy shallots, all in under 45 minutes and without having to make a trip to that pesky grocery store. They offer 3 different meal plans. You get the 2-person plan, a family plan, and a wine plan. You can pick which one you want and get involved with Blue Apron today. Here are some of the ingredients you'd get from Blue Apron if you ordered this week through blueapron.com/PTG. That's our link, blueapron.com/PTG. You can get the Master Chef seared steaks and cheesy mashed sweet potatoes. Holy fuck, those look good. You could also get the miso chicken ramen. Also looks good. This might be the best, at least picture-wise, week of foods that they're going to give me that I've seen. Stuffed poblano peppers. Wouldn't sound good to me. Looks delicious. You got cheeseburgers that just look dank over here. Fresh cavatelli and whipped ricotta. That sounds awesome. And peach and pickled pepper grilled cheese. I just said that perfectly. I didn't find it. Peach and peppered pickled grilled cheese. That's a tongue twister right there.
I'm proud of you.
Peach and Peter pickled peppered grilled cheese is what they should have called it. So go check that out. And it sounds delicious. You can get it all with Blue Apron. We're even going to give you your first 3 meals for free at blueapron.com/PTG. Blueapron.com/PTG. Get your first 3 meals for free. Blueapron.com/PTG. You're literally getting 3 meals for free. Why would you not do this? You're slapping us in the face if you don't. Blueapron.com/PTG. Blue Apron, a better way to cook. Why don't we knock out one more real fast?
Ooh, we're going back to back.
Save a little time. Going back to back, like Drake says. You've definitely heard us talk about MeUndies. You know the fun, comfy underwear that feels just as good as they look. For those of you that haven't tried them yet, listen up! You can get underwear sent right to your door with MeUndies. That means no more hunting around for the perfect pair at a crowded store and eventually just settling for good enough. MeUndies is so sure that you're going to love your first pair of underwear that if you're not happy, they're going to do whatever they can to get you in the right pair. And if you can't, keep them, and they're going to refund you for your first pair. So it's really risk-free to try the best underwear ever. And honestly, like if you are the person that like they send you another pair of MeUndies and you're still not satisfied, you're kind of being a diva when it comes to underwear, because just like you're not going to find any underwear that are going to make you happy. You might as well just settle for MeUndies if you're not happy with MeUndies anyways, because there's never going to be a better pair. If you're already part of the MeUndies family, you can tell your friends about it through their referral program. They're going to get a discount, and you're going to get store credit. It's a win-win. If you're still not sure, well, MeUndies has deals for you. First-time purchasers are going to get 20% off their first pair of MeUndies and free shipping. That's 20% off plus free shipping and a guarantee that you and your MeUndies are going to be very, very happy together. Get your butt over to MeUndies and try To treat yourself, to get your 20% off your first pair, free shipping, and a satisfaction guarantee, go over to MeUndies.com/podcast. That's MeUndies.com/podcast. One more time. MeUndies.com/podcast.
Just the way you said that made me think of Day Bow Bow.
Oh, yes.
Day
Boom,
Bow
boom,
Bow. Oh, yeah. No, it's like that song from the 80s, Day Bow Bow.
Just like that.
God,
just like that.
Man, I wish Sunny was still on Netflix. I would totally be watching that.
Is it not?
No, they took it off. Fucking cocksuckers.
Well, it's probably on Hulu.
I don't have Hulu. By the way, if you do have Hulu, fucking watch Letterkenny.
Letterkenny.
That's that Canadian show that I've talked about.
Yeah?
They finally just added the first 2 seasons on there. Bro, you're gonna fucking just die laughing. It's a great show. It's hilarious. It's fucking worth it. Just check it out. It's only 6 episodes per, so like it's easy enough.
It's easy, yeah.
Just check it out.
Okay.
That's right. You have Hulu, don't you?
I do.
So now there's no excuse.
All right. Let's get into our comeback kids of the week. There's more than one. You have to say. Kids.
It's the comeback kid. Comeback kid of the week. The comeback kid of the week. Bitch.
Day Bow Bow.
Okay, so this is going to be a weird one that's coming out right out of the gate. Monopoly is back. And not just Monopoly. Monopoly at McDonald's is back. Now, this is apparently not a new story. It is a new story to me. But they put this, the Daily Beast had put this big article out, and it's called How an Ex-Cop Rigged McDonald's Monopoly Game and Stole Millions. So remember when you were a youngster and your mom or your dad or whoever would take you to McDonald's, and it was usually summer, and then right around, I guess it wasn't Christmas. I don't remember. They usually did it once or twice a year, I think, is when they would do it. I know they did it in summers, maybe just once. But
sure.
In the summer, you'd go out and you'd be like, oh my God, there's the McDonald's guy on the McDonald's walls. Holy fuck, it's time to fucking play the Monopoly guy, not McDonald's guy. Ronald McDonald's probably had every McDonald's.
Monopoly, not McNopoly.
The McNopoly guy? No, the Monopoly guy is on the window at McDonald's. That means the Monopoly game's back.
Go time.
Fuck yes, Dad, we have to go now. I want a Big Mac. And give me 2 drinks because I want 2 things. And you'd peel off the little stickers and you'd get the little brochure and you'd be like, oh, fuck yeah. I got Park Place right here. I'm going to put that right there. I got a boardwalk right here. Yes, I'm so good. Oh, man, if I get one more, I get free fries. I get free fries. This is great. And occasionally you'd get an instant win and it's like, go receive your free medium drink. And you're like, I already have a drink, but I'm doing it anyways. I don't care.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. I was so excited as a child, but I never won any of the big stuff. You go there because, you're dumb as a child. You think, hey, my odds are just as good as everybody else's to win the $500,000.
That's what we thought.
But
it would appear not.
What I learned about over the weekend was that there was a fucking cop, an ex-cop. He was a security guy.
He's not a cop.
He worked his way up, and he, McDonald's basically did this whole contest. So they paid a company to run the contest. That company then paid somebody to secure all of the game pieces. Make sure that nobody tampered with them, stole them, and all that stuff. Awesome. But the one guy that was in charge of all of the winning pieces was stealing every single fucking instant win. All of the $1 million prizes, the cars, the Camaros, the Corvettes that they gave away, the trips to Paris and shit like that, the $500,000 prizes. He was taking those envelopes. He was taking the little game pieces, putting them in an envelope, and then he would go and he would give them to people he knew for sums of money in exchange for it.
Because they made one piece out of every Monopoly grouping super rare.
Right.
He just stole all the rare ones.
And so he was in charge of the rare ones. Yeah. So he was supposed to disperse it. And I would assume it's kind of like when Michael Scott he did the golden ticket idea. He was that guy.
Yeah.
Go disperse these amongst wherever they go that way. And that's who wins. And instead of putting them in a box that went to the same place, he just kept them and then gave them out to his family. So I guess it kind of did go to the same place because it was coming back to him a little bit. And then what happened was the FBI, they start realizing the people that are winning this, oh, that's weird. They all live within this 9-mile radius in South Carolina. And they were kind of like, what's going on with this? This guy has mob ties. Wait, this guy kind of also has mob ties to the same group. This lady is related to the guy that just won last year. Holy shit. And it was just like this weird triangle, but it was going on for a decade. Like nobody was winning because this guy was fucking everybody else over. And he'd meet somebody like, all right, well, you have say we're in South Carolina. So do you have a cousin anywhere else? And yeah, I got a cousin in Virginia. All right. What I need you to do is you get your cousin to come get this, and then tell him to go to a West Virginia McDonald's and say he just won it there. And then they would go claim their prize and all that shit. And they were trying to spread it out, but the FBI was already onto them. McDonald's had to run a whole year of the contest knowing it was fucked up. McDonald's was not aware of this until the FBI was like, hey, we got to have this one more time. Well, if we run this, then we're running a contest knowing that everybody is getting screwed and we're advertising for something that nobody's going to win. And they're like, well, we need you to do this to catch the guy.
Yeah, just fucking do it. We're the FBI. We're not going to prosecute you.
They fucking caught the guy. And then they were going to go and I don't remember what his sentence was. I was like, it was a really long article. And I guess I can post it on our stuff from the show page if you guys want. Just hit me up on Twitter.
You definitely have to.
Hit me up on Twitter and I'll send you the link to it.
Maybe post it on Twitter too, because
yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Go find it on our Twitter.
It's fucking long and involved, but it's worth the read.
Robert, write that down and make sure I post that on Twitter, because I'll forget. Also, just let me know. But it took me 20 minutes to read this whole article, and I don't ever read that long. But I was like, fuck, I'm so interested in all of this. And when I realized, I was like, why didn't I hear of this? Why did I not hear of this? Because it was in 2001. Because the court date, the day that the court started, September 10th, 2001. And the fucking very next day, terrorists...
I was about to say, didn't something else happen on September 11th?
September 11th, yes. Terrorists ran into the World Trade Center, a field in Pennsylvania, and the Pentagon. And obviously, that's what the headlines were on the news.
Yeah.
Unjustifiably so. But, fuck. My whole childhood is ruined a little bit. A little piece of, young Alex died right there reading that. Being you mean all these times I had my hope up? That I'd buy a Coke where I wouldn't buy it. My dad was buying it, or my mom, or whoever was buying it. I got that Coke and I could possibly be winning all this money. Nope.
No.
Nope. Because this asshole was stealing it all. So that's pretty fucking crazy. And if you guys ever got excited about Monopoly at McDonald's like I did, I'm sorry I shattered your dreams.
Yeah, it was never a chance.
But that was a weird comeback kid, and I was like, I'm just got to talk about this to somebody now. I'm in too deep on this. I have to discuss it with people. So Monopoly and McDonald's are back. Another comeback kid this week, John Harbaugh. It's a double comeback kid, I guess. John Harbaugh and chicken. So John Harbaugh, head coach of Michigan, he was or Jim Harbaugh. It's Jim Harbaugh then. Excuse me, not John Harbaugh.
Are you sure? Because you wrote John,
the head coach of Michigan.
Okay,
because
so
Wilton Speight,
Jim Harbaugh.
Wilton Speight, the former quarterback at Michigan, said that one time Jim pulled him aside and he had seen him eating chicken or something before. He was like, "Why were you eating that?" And he was like, "Because it's good for you." And it's it's dietary people say that this is chicken's one of the best meats for you. White meat's good. And he's like, "I don't do chicken. I don't trust chicken." And so Jim Harbaugh's snack, his go-to snack, is just a big steak and a glass of milk. That's manly.
Yeah, if you can afford to anything, I want a snack. Give me a fucking steak.
Right. So Jim Harbaugh, was like, "Yeah, no, don't do chicken. Don't do chicken." He's like, "Well, why not?" He's like, "I don't ever eat chicken." And then Wilton Speight, he's like, "Why?" It's good. It's a nervous bird. I don't trust a nervous bird. And he said something about along the lines of ever since the people have been eating chicken instead of red meat, that's injected us with a form of weakness into society that's spread like the plague. And it's just fuck.
I hope he now what I think is going on is I think he was just had a weird thought, was I'm gonna fucking say this to my quarterback.
Right.
I hope he truly believes that the pussification of America is coming around because people eat chicken.
Because you see, I totally wouldn't put it past him either, because he's such an alpha dog kind of guy, where it's fuck that stupid bird, that stupid white bird, get the fuck out of here.
That's why I was never a starting quarterback, because I was eating fucking chicken back then.
Chickens are for laying eggs, not eating, you motherfucker.
But yeah, he's such a weird guy. You wouldn't put it past him that he 100% believes.
Yeah, and I 100%
eating a
can see that.
Skittish animal will make you
weak. It's a
weak.
nervous bird. I don't want my players being nervous. If you're eating a nervous bird, you're going to be a nervous player behind the line of scrimmage, so I don't want you playing on my team. I wonder how many recruits he's just ignored because he saw he went over to the house visit and their mom said,
"Oh, your mom's cooking fried chicken,
Ooh,
huh?"
Nope.
Nah.
Nervous bird. Your mom's a little nervous, huh?
That explains why you threw that pick in the fourth quarter last year, didn't it? What? By the way, I'm sleeping in your guest room tonight.
He would invite himself to spend the night at recruits' houses and stuff.
Yeah, he was. I think 2 years ago, he was trying to recruit a kicker, And actually, I think he slept on the kicker's floor. Like, it wasn't even a guest room. He was like, hey, I'm going to stay here. And they're like, all right.
Yes, Mr. Harbaugh.
I'm recruiting you. I got plans tonight. No, we're going to hang out. We're going to play Monopoly.
Here, I brought some cards. I brought Cards Against Humanity.
Mr. Harbaugh, you're weird as fuck, aren't you?
No, he wouldn't bring cards or anything. He'd be like, let's watch film.
Yeah.
He has like the old school like projector. Yeah. Wind that back.
That's the best noise in the world.
I feel like we really got I don't think I cared about film as much in football in high school because we didn't have that.
Yeah. Also, if you guys thought that was a sound effect, no, that was actually just Alex doing that. That was really fucking good.
I'm really good at making
spit on his laptop.
I'm very good at making really weird sound effects, but that's it. And Nancy Grace, obviously, but anyways.
No, y'all, you can't eat chicken.
Oh my God! Chicken is an animal. It suffers.
I love it.
Mia Khalifa, our next comeback kid. She got her breast implant deflated by a puck at a Washington Capitals game, and I mean I know that they were in the World or the Stanley Cup not a while back, but I guess she's just now telling us that it was deflated because she took a puck right to the titty, and I mean but shows that she is a hockey tough because she played through it. She played through it. She didn't leave the game, and she took months actually afterwards to tell us about it. Like LeBron, oh my hand was hurt. My hand is hurt. But not her. She's going to play through it.
She's like, no, I'm going to wait till I get that bitch inflated back up.
And you know why? Probably because she's a diehard Capitals fan, so hockey person. And then also, I would like to read in the, let me read you the, word for word, the article this is in. 25-year-old
She's
Washington.
only 25?
Yeah, the 25-year-old was watching
Jesus.
a Capitals playoff game when a 6-ounce puck smashed into her chest, and the Caps and West Ham fan has revealed that she has to go under the knife at the start of next year to fix her breast. The American Lebanese babe told the Daily Star, I was sitting behind the glass during a game, and it came shooting over the glass, and it caught me so off guard I had no idea it was coming. But just really, the Caps and West Ham fan is really what drew my attention. It was real, recognized, real. We've already talked about Mia Khalifa being a West Ham fan on this podcast before, but hey, she's not just blowing people; she's blowing bubbles as well. There we go. I've been hanging on to that one for a while. Mia Khalifa. So I hope your titties are better, and best of luck to you and your surgery and your recovery. Another comeback kid, trades. It's the baseball trade deadline was earlier this week, and
a lot of excitement.
Some moves were being made. You had some smoke screens thrown up there. Now I don't know if the Bryce Harper thing was a smoke screen. It seemed a little bit like it because it was like, yeah, we were possibly talking about trading Harper, and psych, not really. And then it just was like, well, who's gonna give up what? ESPN ran with that. Like, well, what would you give up for Bryce Harper? Nothing, because you're gonna lose him in a month or however long it's gonna be, and you're gonna lose him at the end of the year, and he's probably not coming back.
Yeah, you're going to give up all these prospects to sign him to pay him $500 million if you get to re-sign him.
Right.
Or you're just out of all of your prospects when you could just try and sign him and keep all the rest of the things that are going to make your team good, which would be enticing to sign him.
He's going to look really good in pinstripes next year.
No, the Red Sox don't wear pinstripes, though.
No, it's the Yankees that wear pinstripes, and he's going to go there.
I don't think that's going to happen.
He's going to probably go to the Yankees.
I don't think so.
Probably going to go to the Yankees.
Nope.
And you guys are fucked after that. Sorry, guys.
I mean, he does have the douchiness quality to be a Yankee, but I think he's actually a good person, so he wouldn't do that.
I would say he's a very good person, so he's probably going to be a Yankee, because why would you want to be a Red Sox because
no. Actually, dude, what if he came to the fucking Stros?
He's not.
What if Jim Crane was like, guys, I'm serious about opening up the pocketbook. Sign him to a fucking $600 million contract.
I just don't see that happening. I see him going to, the Dodgers or somebody fucking out there.
No, he's going
to go to a big name team.
Because, dude, we're Houston. We're fourth biggest fucking media market. And for some reason, people just don't see us that way. I don't get it.
Well, I had kind of hoped for, the Astros maybe, that it would be, a Golden State kind of thing, where it's, the lesser market. But people still go there.
Don't us to those douchebags.
Well, no,
but we're not a lesser market.
Okay, but would you not?
San Francisco is the size of fucking I don't know, Katy High School.
But still California, though. But, like, would you...
California, yeah.
If we became not we, because I'm not an Astros guy, but if the Astros became the baseball equivalent of the Warriors, I'm pretty sure everybody here would be okay with it.
I only want that in the sense of... Well, if you want us to be the baseball equivalent of the Warriors, wouldn't it make sense to go out and get a Bryce Harper now?
Yeah, I mean, if they do that, then, like, you could argue that's what they're doing. But I feel like the Astros have a lot of hate coming their way lately.
They drafted
like, other people started to hate the Astros. Yeah. I mean, the Warriors did, too. And then they just bought everybody else. But, like, that's why, like, I don't hate the Warriors like a lot of people do. Like, yes, they ruined basketball, but Steph and Clay didn't come from anywhere.
Yeah, no, like, I respected the way they built it up.
And then oh, you mean the best play, like, the other, like...
No, Kevin Durant ruined basketball.
But Kevin Durant, like, wanting to go to the Warriors, if I'm the Warriors, I'm not going to be like, nah.
Right? Like, no, you're 100% you're going to take him every time. It's just Kevin Durant is the biggest bitch / snake in basketball. And I love how people talk about, oh, it all started with LeBron making the big fucking three. But, like, that was just regular cap room. There was a 1-year bump that let Kevin Durant, or let them spend just an extra astronomical amount of money to get Kevin Durant. And he's just like, well, you know, I had this team beat, but I'm a little bitch and I don't want to try, so I'm just going to guarantee it. Like, fuck Kevin Durant. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to start tweeting at Kevin Durant, fuck you all the time, because I've noticed now he responds to a lot of fucking people. Like fucking giving him shit. And I just want to get this bitch to respond to me.
Get him to be on the podcast. Dude, definitely tweet the podcast and him, so when he replies, then, like, when people start following... Cause, you know, like,
after the whole CJ McCollum thing, he ain't going to do no more podcasts.
Right, I know, but tag the podcast in your tweet to him, because then if that goes viral... Because he'll clap at you, but then he'll see the podcast and be like, well, what's that? And then we'll... Like,
hey, I heard Pass the Gravy podcast says you're a bitch. By the way, it's my podcast, you bitch. I think I got a plan now. Yeah, fuck this guy. I want him to know I fucking hate him.
Yeah, he can't even say, hey, Google. Dude doesn't even know how to fucking say it. He's trying to say, yo.
I mean, it's well established that I hate burner accounts, so maybe that's part of the reason I hate Kevin Durant.
Oh, yeah, that's very true.
Weak little bitch.
Very true. All right, so that wraps up our Comeback Kids segment then, huh?
Yeah.
Let me tell you guys about a brand new sponsor we got.
Woo-woo!
Brand new sponsor. I'm talking about Little M car air fresheners. So this is you got a smelly car, it's got you down. Little M air fresheners not only smells good, they look good too. They're made from paper and scented with essential oils. Their air fresheners are going to freshen up any small space. They offer a variety of scents and unique designs. They just launched earlier. I guess earlier this month. I'm saying that on the 1st of the month. They launched like today. This is like day one.
Ooh.
We're the first podcast they've ever sponsored. So good for us. Good on them.
We're launching
for a real recognized reel. And what we got? So you got some air fresheners. You know, like the trees. Yeah, everybody has the little trees. Do you want to be with everybody else, or do you want to stand out from the crowd? Because that's what I like about Little M air fresheners. They got cool little designs on them. Like one it says "Party On," "Smell You Later," "Be Cool." I like the "Be Cool" one's pretty dope. Then there's one that just looks like you're in space. My favorite one though is it says "Rad" on it, and it's just got like little it looks like a donut. It's dope. And just go check it out. LittleMshop.com. That's LittleEMshop.com. They're the dopest shit. And until we talk to you about them again, smell you later, gang. Smell you later.
Smell you.
See what I did there? See what I did there? So go check it out. LittleM.com. LittleEMshop.com. All right, guys, let's get right into it's Mount Rushmore time. It's Mount Rushmore time, isn't it? Is that what we're about to do?
The new wind is blowing, boys.
Okay. Let's talk about it then. It's time for our weekly Mount Rushmore now. For those of you that don't know, shout out to Part of My Take for giving us the idea. Pretty much in the off season, or not the off season, baseball's going on, but after basketball and hockey end, between that and Labor Day, when football season kicks off, sports radio is kind of just garbage. They don't know what to talk about, so they go into Mount Rushmore season where it's like, well, let's talk about who's the best out of this and who's the best out of this. So we just pick a stupid sports story to go off of. Usually it's sports. Sometimes it's not sports, but we pick a stupid story of that week to pick a topic to cover, and we'll do a Mount Rushmore of that draft style. Now Pat had never won he didn't win. He was 0-for in mock draft season. He was 0-for in Mount Rushmore season. We were looking pretty hopeless. Let's be real. But last week, the winds of change were blowing, and Pat got his first victory of the season. He crushed us.
Yeah, well, it looks like you guys finally got locked out of all your burner accounts.
Or we didn't have burner accounts, to begin with, and like the people just like spoke up for you finally.
Because I had just the dopest of the dope.
Well, you did have a pretty good pick. You did have a pretty good picks though last week. Pat had 58% of the vote. I had 23%, and Robert just got 19. Like, man,
high score, bro.
Man, roles were reversed last week. So
I was not expecting that.
I wasn't either.
I thought it'd be a little closer.
I thought it would be much closer.
Well, I expect this every week, but this is the first time people were right.
So to recap, Mount Rushmore wins this season. Both Robert and I have 2 apiece. Now, I'm not counting the one I did with Chris this weekend. I'm not counting that to the total tally because not everybody was participating.
You can't count one that we weren't.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm just letting everybody know. I'm making sure you guys know I'm playing by the rules. So this week's draft order, it's going to be Robert going first, me going second, and then Pat, and it's a snake draft. But what we're going to pick this week, the Braves pitcher, I can't remember his first name. It was Newcomb, I think was his last name. And he had a no-hitter going into the 9th inning. I think he was 1 out away from a no-hitter. Didn't happen. And then
he was 1 strike away from a no-hitter.
Okay, yeah. So basically what happens now, I guess, in sports, this seems to be the new norm, is this guy that I've never seen before, ever, he's doing something good. Why don't I just go search every horrible possible word on his...
just try and ruin his career.
But do you know how you, scrub Twitter? Because I went back and I was looking at some shit, making sure I didn't say anything offensive. Luckily, I didn't. I was pretty proud of myself. Proud of young Alex. I'm very woke. Proud of young Alex. Do you know how you have to find these things? You have to type in the actual offensive word. Newcomb,
so when he was... The fucked up thing is now somebody's going to hack that you typed in that word.
Right, because I went and I deleted my Twitter search history, and I was like, this is fucking creepy. I don't want that. But then I'm gonna get in trouble for that. And I'm like, no, I was making sure that because I knew I didn't say the N-word or anything. But it's like I would never like you have to type in the full N-word if you want to find it. So they were like, so and so Newcomb N-word, and that's what you typed in. So I would say that's just as offensive, looking for it.
But there's actually a better way to do it. If you make millions and millions and millions of dollars, you can fucking hire people. And after 6 other people had already been caught this fucking year, you'd think every agent in America would be like, give me your fucking Twitter password right now.
But just
we're gonna fucking fix it. We're
14. He was 14 when he sent these and I'm not. I don't condone it. They were horrible tweets.
90% of the time, it's lyrics.
I know, but they were not okay. In the context they were shown, horrible.
Oh no, his weren't. He just straight up said it a couple times, but in the way that just a dumb 14-year-old white kid said, he wasn't calling anybody.
I'm not saying that was a great idea. We're saying he was a stupid 14-year-old.
But it's just in the way that he's a 14 and just kind of says it, not understanding that that's not a word he can use.
We're getting a little far away from Mount Rushmore.
No, but we're kind of going off on it. But we're saying this is what happened, and we are that was how we're getting to it. So I was like, well, what can we spin into a Mount Rushmore out of this? How about a Mount Rushmore of things to get mad at on Twitter? Yeah. Things people get mad about on Twitter. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Things that people get mad about on Twitter. Now, let's not be it's I guess this is going to be a wide range because let's not try and be too vague. Let's be a little bit more specific, but then some of them are going to have to be vague anyways.
Yeah.
And just blanketed answers. Now, the Mount Rushmore of things that people get mad about on Twitter doesn't have to be stuff you get mad about. It has to be things that other people or you can be. If it triggers you a lot, then yeah, throw that in there. But this is going to be a really interesting one. I have no idea where this is going to go. Robert, you got the first pick in the Mount Rushmore of people, or the Mount Rushmore of things that people get mad about on Twitter. What are you going to go with?
I'm going to go with people who don't put their carts away.
Ooh, people not putting carts away.
Is that a big thing on Twitter?
That's a big thing.
I bitch about it.
I know Alex bitches about it. All right. Like I said, I'm still new to Twitter, so I'm in my first half a year of Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good pick. Definitely
Alex loves that pick.
Definitely a bust for the first overall pick, I would say.
Yeah, I think that's a 9th overall pick.
I'm gonna go with the GOAT of people of people that piss off people on Twitter, and this is a person, but it counts. I'm gonna go Donald J. Trump.
Yep, that's what I.
Donald J. Trump.
That was too easy. I wasn't gonna go that way.
Well, that's what you do with the number. Trust me, I'm an expert on number 1 overall picks here, Robert.
I've told you guys this many a times. I just play that game where I go click. I don't even read what he tweets. I just go click that and read the responses. Resign! Resign! Fuck you! You fucking piece of shit!
Olbermann does the best ones every time.
Sir,
Sir, you are being a bad person, sir.
Well, he asked nicely, so I'm going to stop.
Well, Olbermann said, so I got 2. All right, I'm
You got
going to
2
go
right
with
here.
bullying.
Bullying.
People fucking hate bullying on Twitter.
That's which is ironic because usually when you are so very anti-bully, you are bullying the person that
Twitter's
you are
all about hypocrisy. Yeah.
Right. That's what I love about it. Thank you. No, bullying is bad. So here I will be bullying you about how bullying is wrong. Okay.
My next one for things that people argue about and get pissed off on Twitter about. White privilege on both sides. People get angry at people's white privilege, and then white people get angry at you bringing up the term white privilege.
Dude, that's a really good one, man.
That's a strong one,
That's a really good one. Okay. Oh, fuck, dude. All right. I am gonna go with fake news. Fake news is what I'm gonna go with. I got to Pat. You were fucking knocking it out of the park with your first 2 right now, so I got to stay up with you right there. Fake news is gonna be mine. Also, could kind of go with Trump too, but who cares?
Well, I mean,
so Robert, you got your second and third picks here.
I'm gonna keep going my own way.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go the debates of hot dog or a sandwich. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh, that's a good one. It's a classic. It's a classic.
And then I'm also going to go kind of like comic book arguments. If like the Flash is super than Superman, is the Flash faster than Superman?
So like superhero arguments.
Debate. Let's go Flash versus Superman.
No, just superhero argument. I think you kind of own that one, unless you have another one you're planning.
No, superhero arguments.
Superhero arguments. It's a classic one. It's basically the fantasy version of my dad could kick your dad's ass.
Yeah, it is. That's true. Yeah. That's true.
By the way, Batman beats everyone all the time.
Batman would be who I would pick as well.
All right, so I got my last 2 here, right?
Yes. Wait, no. This is coming back to me, buddy.
Oh, never.
It's coming back to me. Hey. Whoa. Yo. Oh shit. This is fairly recent as well. Jokes. People get really mad about jokes on Twitter.
Because apparently they don't fucking get it. Or them.
It's like, hey, I may not have understood the context in that, but I'm offended.
Yeah. God, I fucking hate people.
And sometimes jokes don't age well, and it just looks bad.
No, because it's a fucking joke.
It's a joke, and
so
it doesn't like
if you don't think it's a joke. It's not wine.
If you don't think like what was the James Gunn guy? He had all those pedophilia jokes, and like they were fucking hacky jokes.
I argued with a buddy on this on Twitter.
They were fucking hacky jokes, and I'm saying like pedophilia. There's nothing about pedophilia is funny. Pedophilia jokes
are funny.
They can be funny. Not all are, but some can be funny, depending on if you do it the right way.
100% I buy into if you can't joke about literally everything, you don't get to joke about anything.
Right.
Because that's not funny. All right, well, something else you said I don't find funny, so how dare you pick and choose? Mm-hmm. No, literally everything is on the fucking table. Everything all the time. All right, so let's close this shit out. I guess I gotta stay strong with it. The classic sports arguments.
Damn it! Yeah, I was gonna come back. I thought I might
my team versus your team, or fuck that guy. This guy's better. You can't fucking.
It really is. It was kind of like what you were saying. You said Astros fan a lot of times is kind of dumb when the way they argue with shit. Not like but if you think about it, the fan base, like the Twitter fan base of every team is stupid. It's usually like the lowest common denominator. Just like most of the people are not really diehard fans.
Yeah,
that's why.
It's louder with Astros right now because we put through so many years. Like true fans put through so many years of just dealing with all the bullshit and forever. And now that we're good again, we tend to have a very vocal fucking group of people that are suddenly here.
Right.
So it's a little harder to deal with.
Like just the unnecessary Yankee hate is it's silly. And I get it's like the Patriots. The Yankees are the Patriots of baseball.
There's no such thing as unnecessary Yankee hate. All Yankee hate is necessary.
I don't know. I could disagree with that, but sports is a pretty solid one. And you're gonna wrap it up.
Last one. I'm just gonna have to go with just a classic one. Grammar. Because that ties into every fucking Twitter argument. Because eventually you're gonna get to the point where if somebody's losing, they just go, "Who will you use that wrong?" So it ties into every fucking Twitter argument.
It's actually their asterisks.
Which, by the way, my favorite part of grammar arguments is when somebody goes, "Wrong grammar," and they spell grammar wrong because everyone thinks it's ER. No, it's AR.
Bunch of idiots. Ooh, I got a lot to choose from. I thought you guys would definitely take more of the ones that I had down. That just shows how how versatile and how wide ranging this Mount Rushmore was. Sarcasm was kind of jokes, so I'm not going to use that. That was one I wrote down, but I'm going to say that's kind of in the same thing as jokes. And then there's a couple of other ones that I feel like. I'm not going to do that one. I'm going to go with. God damn it. I'm going to go with Harambe's death. I'm going to go Harambe's death.
Oh.
Back in the day. Remember that? That took Twitter by storm for a while, and it's near and dear to my heart. Rest in peace, sweet prince.
I still smile every time I think of Harambe dying.
Nah, fuck you. I mean, he's in a better place now, at least. But Harambe's death, I'm going to go with that for my final pick.
That's a strong one.
All right.
Bobby Jokes, wrap us up.
I'm going to end it with the Kardashian/Jenners.
Oh. I think your best pick was your last pick.
He fucking went backwards on us.
He really did.
He's not used to the number one overall. That's what it was.
It broke his brain.
I went so long at number one, he didn't know how to handle the pressure.
Got to keep you guys guessing.
All right, let's move to the honorable mention.
Stupid
portion.
people.
Stupid people. Okay, so I had some like people having different opinions. People having differing opinions than you. Like I felt like I didn't want to throw that
doesn't line up with your
right. That would have been too just like generic. So I held back on that one.
I'd also thought fake news articles, like when people share.
Well, I did say fake news.
No, but fake news. But I'm talking about like when people share the Babylon Bee or the Onion, thinking it's a real fucking.
Oh, I love that.
How could people? Like, no, you're an idiot.
Yeah, I had the mainstream media.
MSM.
Down. Oh, mainstream media. I'm gonna tell you this. Nazis was a big one. I almost took Nazis last. I thought that was I'd gone too many fake news.
Classic Twitter argument. Follower count.
Ooh, yeah, you guy with 15 followers says that.
I've been here for a week.
Right. Lists,
like top 10 lists.
Yeah. That's pretty much I think what Twitter was originally for.
Jews. It's an argument. I really just I was thinking about Chris.
Racial or homophobic slurs.
Yeah,
that was kind of like sports. What we just brought up.
I'm gonna go with the Troops and Uncle Sam.
People do they kind of get outraged over it. Oh no, none of us did kneeling.
Yeah, that's true.
Although sports is kind of that. Flight delays.
Yep.
People always bitch about flight delays, and then myself personally, cable problems.
Oh man, yeah. MJ LeBron.
That's a good one.
GOAT arguments.
Russia. Russia was a big one.
That's the classic one. Whatever, you're just a Russian bot.
I love that. I love that argument. We need to start like anytime anybody disagrees with me on anything on Twitter, I'm like, you're just a Russian bot. Ignore him.
I'm gonna do it on Facebook.
Please do it. There's people that like I don't go at a random person on Twitter. I don't respond to those things, but I love reading fucking threads. From not specific threads, but I just love reading responses to shit, and then I'll get sucked in that wormhole where I'm like, I just read one person's tweet for like 2 hours, just going down, and it's like some random person, like Jane482 from like Indiana is responding to Bob485, and it's like, don't listen to him. And somebody's like, you're wrong. Fuck you, bitch. And it's just, don't listen to him. He's just a Russian bot. That's not. No, it's obviously a person with a picture that's like fucking saying shit.
You know what one just came to me right now too? Was the classic, well, you don't have kids, so you don't understand. Like, well, you know what? You're not a white man, so you don't understand what I'm saying. Like, that's why I love flipping. Well, it's different. Nah,
so the spin zone is very real.
Well, you're not this, so you can't speak on it.
I did.
But you fucking can.
Freedom of speech, bitches.
I'm not a superhero, but I know about fucking movies. I like that one, dude. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was fun. I think we were all kind of talking about it before. You guys seemed a little bit nervous. I felt like I trusted in the team. I was like, we're going to find enough funny stuff that's going to be good.
Like, honestly, until I got here today, like, I didn't think I had that strong. But, like, as we started, like, I just got into it and I figured shit out.
We're in the height of Mount Rushmore season, man. Like, we're grooving. We're grooving. All of us at the peak of our games, I would say. Pat is like it finally took Pat to catch up to us a little bit to like
I'm literally one behind you.
I know, but like Pat was the horse that needed to see like the carrot. He had his blinders on. He finally got his blinders taken off. He saw the carrot, and I was like, "Let's fucking go, let's go."
Carrot cake, maybe.
But that was pretty strong. So our Mount Rushmores of things that people get mad about on Twitter. Robert has people that don't put their carts away. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Superhero arguments and Kardashians and Jenners. I had Donald Trump, fake news, jokes, and Harambe's death. Rest in peace, sweet prince. Pat had bullying, white privilege, sports, and grammar. Pat, I think you might win again. God damn it. Yours is pretty strong.
I feel good about, but like yours are just great ones too. Like Robert, I think Robert killed himself with his first one. Like I always kill myself with my last one.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, Trump fake news, like those are too strong.
I really didn't expect Trump to be around, honestly. I thought you were going to take Trump.
Yeah, Trump was number 1 on mine.
Was it because you're Hispanic?
Yeah.
And you just hate him and you won't pick him for anything?
No, it's because he loves Trump.
Well, hey, I apologize then, man.
Robert wants to be the official videographer of The Wall.
If somebody paid you to do that, if they paid you a buttload of money to like videographer The Wall, you'd do it though, right?
Probably. I don't know what I would do, but I
Yeah.
They're like just film people building
you
it.
Just set up your camera and you're the official time lapse guy.
Oh,
like, dude, if you're paying me, there's not a lot of things that I like.
That's government
even
money
if I
too.
Hate something, like fuck it. If you pay me, yeah, I'll work for the Yankees.
It's like how much you paying? We're good.
I'll work for the fucking Bears if you pay me. I'm not going to support them.
Everybody's got a price.
Yeah. And mine's not as high as you think.
So go and vote. We'll put the poll up on Friday. This is maybe my favorite one. It kind of just
I think so too.
it was tough to like narrow down the ones I was picking out of.
Well, I mean,
but
last week
it
was
fun.
my favorite one.
Yeah, because you won that one. But okay. So Mount Rushmore of things that people get mad at on Twitter. We will put that poll up on Friday on our Twitter and our Facebook. Let me give you guys a quick Big Brother update. Pat, I guess you've not watched.
I'll explain. I don't want to jump the gun on my not cools, but I'll explain it. But
right.
yeah, once again, I couldn't get to it.
Typical. Okay, let me just quickly run you through what's gone on since Big Bro last was on. I mean, since we last did a podcast. Caitlyn was evicted on Thursday night by a 9-1 vote. She actually had a chance to come back into the game if she could solve a 6-piece puzzle in 2.5 minutes. I think it was the easiest puzzle that was ever made.
Just that 5-piece didn't have a big brain behind it.
Like, my goodness. Like, it was literally like if you just had if you just put together like, remember Legends of the Hidden Temple? Like, it'd be like if you got the two, it was like if you got the 2 coins, like, well, obviously this goes here. Like, that was what the whole fucking puzzle was. She saw it assembled, had to disassemble it, and couldn't put it back the way she saw it the first time. It was like the easiest thing ever. She fucked it up. And she always talked about being able to see things ahead of time. She couldn't see that coming. And Caitlyn's gone. Sorry, Enrique Ramon. You're out of the Big Brother past the gravy pool.
You're fucking out.
We still love you, though, buddy. We still love you. So Bailey then went and won Head of Household. She nominated Brett and Rachel for eviction. And then Tyler won the veto. He didn't use it, so either Brett or Rachel will be going home Thursday, tomorrow. Pat couldn't catch up, but only because of one of your not cools. That's what Pat wrote on our little sheet. So that is our quick Big Brother recap. Be sure to also, if you're a Big Brother watcher or fan, go and or you just want to keep up on the show, what's going on, tune into Pass the Gravy Bro. It is my podcast with my girlfriend Emma. We do those every Wednesday, Thursday, and most Sundays. Recapping the episode, giving our thoughts on it. It's a lot of fun, and go check it out. Also, I think this Thursday, I'm going to probably do a solo podcast. So if you want to hear a train wreck happen live, check that out.
You've only ever attempted solo one
time, and it wasn't great. So
you just bailed like 10 minutes in.
Yeah, right? We'll see how this goes. So Pass the Gravy Bro, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Spotify, wherever you're listening to this, you can listen to Pass the Gravy Bro. Go subscribe. Give both podcasts 5 stars. Great reviews. Let us know and screenshot it. We'll share it, and appreciate you guys. Pass the Gravy Bro. Go check that out. But so yeah, let's. That's pretty much it, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Oh well, no, we got. Why don't I tell you guys about PassTheGravyMerch.com? How about that? That's not our sponsor, I guess, because it's us. But PassTheGravyMerch.com, we got a fucking deal for you guys right now. Right now until August 10th. So you got like 10 days right now. You order from Pass the Gravy Pod or PassTheGravyMerch.com. I said correctly. PassTheGravyMerch.com. If you order from PassTheGravyMerch.com, you'll get 10% off of your order. That's fucking dope. Dude, our shirts are $20. Our shirts are $20. I'm not a math guy. What's 10% of $20?
$2.
That's That's $18 for a shirt. What? It's a fantastic quality shirt. You're getting a shirt for less than $20. That's awesome. We got the new Office t-shirt, the PTG Sun Summer shirt, the MVP Finally shirt. If you want to rep your boy James Harden, the Pastros shirt. You know, we're into baseball season, the height of that right now. You want to rep us like that? We got our Bomb Pop shirt, the Dallas Killed JFK. People Don't Forget shirt. Also, shout out to Brandon Whitehead at Brando Whitehead on the Twitter. He was up in Colorado wearing the Dallas Killed JFK People Don't Forget shirt. He said he got some compliments on that, told him where they could get it. We love you, buddy. Thank you so much for wearing our gear out there. Really appreciate you. Lee Fincher was wearing his gear out there. Matthew Jaramillo was out in California. He had his Office shirt on. He had a couple of Pass the Gravy shirts out there. So shout out to Brandon and Matthew for going out there and repping your favorite podcast. I really appreciate you guys. Like, that's why we sell it. We don't sell it to make money. Like, Robert, how much money do we make on these shirts? Like, we're selling. We're making it. We have a sale, so we're literally making like no money.
Yeah, maybe like $1 or $2.
I was gonna say Tree Fitty, but I was like, man, that's overshooting.
That's way overshooting. Like, there's one shirt that I'm not gonna tell you which one it is because I don't want you. It's the Office shirt. The Office shirt we've marked down because of the quality of it and shit. Like, I'm making $2.70 on every shirt we sell. Yeah. That's not anything. And I'll be making less than that because we're fucking selling it 10% off. And 10% was just like the most that we could take off without the like company that prints the shirts not making money. And that's where they were like, no, we have to make a little bit of money printing these, or we're not just printing for you guys. But we would give them away for free if we could just do it. We just don't have the income. You get an $18 shirt. Like, where else are you going to get a legit $18 shirt? Nowhere. PassTheGravyMerch.com. That's where you go there. Go get it. If you buy your shit, let us know. We'll retweet you. We want to see you out in your gear. If you got a picture of it, post it. We'll retweet it. We'll put you up there. PassTheGravyMerch.com. Also, if you're on Amazon, go through the Amazon banner at PassTheGravyPod.com. It doesn't cost you anything but an extra click. And they just want to know that we created a little traffic from our website to theirs. PassTheGravyPod.com. Use that Amazon banner if you're shopping on Amazon.
Wow, I'm dying.
All right. Yeah, you are. You all right? You all right there, buddy?
I think I'll be okay.
Okay, so moving on, let's go to Not Cool. And now this is apparently, I've been told this is where Pat Dion is going to shine today. So without further ado, ladlettes.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
Why don't you lead us off, Chief?
I was gonna say, okay. So I got a bunch. So I guess we'll just go in order of how they happened. So Saturday night, like I said, me and my boys were getting fucked up drinking.
Naked wrestling.
Doing what we do, yeah.
Just
and
guys being dudes.
Not surprisingly, one of the guys who was naked wrestling is kind of like, you know, every group kind of has that fucking wild man that, like, you can't even get mad at him after a certain point because it's just like, this is what he does and we've never tried to curb it. So after like 5 years, you can't get mad at him for doing the same shit he's always done. Uh-huh. So he's shit-faced at one point, just destroying shit like he does. And fucking just slams this glass of ice water off of the fucking table and, like, never cleaned it up. And, like, didn't really do anything about it. So then, like, 45 minutes later, I'm drunk. I'm not fucking thinking about where he slammed this. I go to walk out the front door, and I guess I just hit one of the ice cubes and fucking went down, like, hard enough to where, like, I started laughing really hard, but I noticed very quickly that everybody else in the house was silent because it looked like I seriously hurt myself, which I kind of did. Like, I guess the way it happened, when I fell, my knee went underneath me and I buckled all of my body weight on top of it. So, like, when I went to stand up, I realized I couldn't press off of my left leg at all.
That's not good.
So, like, I legitimately thought I was like, okay, I just hope I didn't fucking point. I was laughing. Everyone else is mad at him. And I'm like, don't fucking worry about it. Like, it's going to hurt tomorrow. I'm fine. The next day, I could barely walk. Like, I think I, like, strained my knee. Like, I was thinking, like, man, I started Googling strained MCL. How long does it take to heal? Because, like, I looked at the MCLs on the inside, which was where all the pain was. And then I'm basically fine now. Like, I iced it for a day, and, you know, I just take a bunch of fucking ibuprofen in the morning, but, like, It still kind of hurts. But, like, I'm basically okay to walk now. But for, like, a day there, I was like, oh, man, this might take 2 to 4 weeks to fucking heal.
Yeah, you're just like, this is going to really fuck up my work. Like, all kinds of shit like that.
Because it was bad for, like, a day and a half. Like, I really could not walk well. Like, I had to, like, seriously, I guess, slight limp. But, like, other than that, you know, that was not fucking cool. So then, yesterday, I go to, on my way to work, I go to buy a fucking dip can at the corner store. And the guy's like, oh, you only have $1.62 in your account. And I was like, that's not fucking true, but like, okay, I've got cash and I pay for it. I check for it. Oh, there's $204 from a bank I don't use. Oh, look, there's another $62 from my gas station. Fuck. So I had to do it.
No.
Somebody somehow stole my fucking credit card information, which I'm guessing probably was on one of the pumps up in No, it couldn't have been because it was right in Katy.
Do you always pull on the thing on the like card slot?
No, but I need to. But like that's what I'm saying. Like it must have been at one of the gas stations that I regularly use, and I just wasn't thinking as it did.
Well, also like now there's
like,
ways where you can do it. Like you don't have to even like you don't have to like swipe the card. Like you can like pick it up like if you're close enough to people. Now.
Yeah,
like that's what's weird.
Well, that's probably what because like I said,
you can hang out at a gas station and like just pick up numbers from that.
Well, and that's the thing is both the bank and the gas station that they used are within like 3 minutes of my house, or like 5 minutes of my house.
So they got it from there, and then
so they took it somewhere close to where I fucking am and did it. So then I had to call Bank of America and be like, listen, which by the way, shockingly, like I was on hold for 5 minutes. The entire call took 10 minutes. Like it was quick how they were like, verify your shit. This is your account.
You said it was debit?
Debit, yeah.
You know why? It's because they're... Or no, it's not. I was going to say, never mind. Because if it's a credit card, they don't give a fuck. Because it's their shit. Or if they do kickers, it's their shit. But at the bank, it's like, that's all you.
It was quick. They were like, bam, bam, this is the charge. This is the charge. Cool. We'll get that sent back to you. Well, they still haven't done the 62 yet. They gave me the $200 back. They still haven't done the other. So I got to call them again later today and be like, hey, why didn't I get that money back?
Now, did you press charges?
That wasn't even an option given yet.
So
they have to do an investigation. They said could take like 45 days. So like, oh yeah, if they find out who it was, I'm pressing fucking charges on this piece of shit.
Because a lot of times, what like people don't get in trouble for that shit, which like doesn't really deter anybody at all. Because like if you don't press charges, then they're never gonna get in trouble for it.
No, I'm totally gonna fucking.
But
press charges.
A lot of people like you're like, okay, I got my money back, I'm good.
Which, by the way, I feel like it should be super easy for them to find because it's a
cameras.
Bank,
yeah,
and a gas station that are close to each other, so they can look in the bank cameras and go, who took $200 out of this
right
that day. Around this time, okay, now the gas station, who made a $62 charge, should be super easy to link up those fucking videos. But, like, it's super low priority. So if I never get a call about it, fucking whatever, I get my money back. So that sucked fucking too.
Yeah, that is definitely not cool.
Then yesterday, my registration on my car expired today. Like, it was for the month of July. So today was the last fucking day. I fucking sent my brother yesterday to go, hey, here's the registration. Go to the place, fucking pay it, and get me my sticker. He comes back and goes, yeah, they won't give it to us. Not because of another person, because they don't give a shit about that. It's because like 2 years ago, it was like the registration was renewed through Fredericksburg. Because like my mom got an email and she just fucking renewed it for me.
Because you've like moved or like you've moved.
Yeah, and then like last year it was Harris County, and this year my address is Fort Bend, and like so like. Because there's so many, you have to do it online. I'm like, okay, that makes zero fucking sense whatsoever, but whatever. So I go online, I register, and they're like, cool. We'll give you about a business day. We'll get back to you. It's pending. So what the fuck is that? And then they go, oh, it's 10 to 14 days. I was like, great. So now I have to print out a fucking thing once it finally does go through saying I have it. So I can still be pulled over at any point in 2 weeks, and I have to just show the cop this paper and be like, sorry for wasting your fucking time because the state of Texas is a dick about this shit. So just fucking dumb, DMV, not cool. And then on top of all of this mountain of bullshit that I've dealt with for the last couple of fucking days, I'm coming up the elevator here, and I forgot my dip can at work. I was like, God damn it! Like I can't even throw in a fucking pinch on the ride home. Now I have to swing.
You gotta
back.
stop by.
I gotta go back by which is on my way home, but it's like slightly out of the way.
Yeah,
there's like all this.
That wasn't in your plans already,
That is actually like the perfect not cool for what we usually do. Not cool, just shit that's inconvenient.
God damn it!
That's the one that kind of angers me the most.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because my knee's fine. I got my money back. DMV's an asshole, but it is what it is. This one, it's just me, so I'm pissed off at myself on this one. Like, fuck.
Right. I've had many not cools that are just
I get in the car, I throw in a fucking pinch, and I sit in rush hour traffic for an hour.
Yeah, man, that's a pretty hectic week
like
of not
6
cools
weeks
for you.
Of not
yeah,
cools,
you're good for a while.
All rolled
now.
into 3 days.
And just think, like when you can't think of one next week, you're like, damn it, I should have saved that one. Stockpile.
I don't save shit.
No, I like that. I like that.
This is why I'm not an angry person, because I just let all my anger out in bursts.
It's
Usually
just like
it's in the car.
You guys think we do this for you? We just do this. It's like therapy. For
it's
us.
therapy. Yeah,
that's pretty much what it is.
Okay, I'm done.
All right, I got a couple. People that block the aisle. Like I think I've used this before, but just like people that block the aisles in stores and just they could give zero shits about like, hey, I'm trying to get right kind of where you're standing. I'm gonna kind of awkwardly just quietly stand here then, I guess, and just stand here, and you clearly know that I'm behind you and you're not doing anything, and just fucking move your cart.
Or like when
let's go.
There's 3 people in the aisle, 2 of them are standing fucking side by side near the other person. Like, no, you fucking cunt, stagger your cart. Or the worst is when somebody's doing what you do. It's one person in there, they've got their cart sideways across the fucking aisle.
Oh yeah. Why would you?
What's wrong with you?
When would you? Unless you're turning around, when would you ever need to have your cart sideways? And if you're turning around, you don't have that stopped very long. Like
you hug the fucking thing, and if you see somebody like kind of edging up next to you, you fucking back up and move it so they can grab what's next to your cart and not have to like. See, I don't even care anymore. I'll bump I always just try and slide behind people, but if I have to hit their cart accidentally, I fucking do it.
What I used to do, but I don't do anymore because I got caught doing it once. I would just try and grab something nearby and just throw it in their cart because obviously they're oblivious. To me, they're oblivious to everything in the world going on. And then if they call you out, you just, well, no, I just thought you didn't see anything. I just wanted to make sure you're paying attention.
Oh, yeah, that's the perfect way to do it.
I've been trying to fucking get by you for 5 minutes now, and you're fucking standing by the Twinkies, you dumb bitch. Like, fucking get off your phone. Get off your phone. The worst when you're on your phone. And, like, sometimes then you kind of, like, you inch closer. You're like, I definitely know I'm in your periffs. Yeah. I'm in your peripherals. You can 100% see me, and then
or
start making noises.
Or if they don't see you because they're talking on their phone, on speakerphone, I think you should get to kill that person. Because then you're blocking aisle and your speakerphone in public person. Oh, that's 2 strikes.
You should definitely get to, like, dump their card out. You should definitely get to, like, just fuck you.
Oh, sorry. I want to give you a reason to block the whole fucking aisle. Your shit's everywhere.
You should get to do something where everybody gets one, and you get to do it like once in the store if you have this issue happen, and you get it like so many times for like a month or whatever. But like if somebody's fucking doing that shit, you just put like a little sticker on it, and they have to put all their shit back. And it's like, now your grocery shopping starts all over again, motherfucker.
No, see, that's why everyone should get like one get out of jail free card a year for like a petty minor thing.
I think so.
If somebody did that, you could like literally just like
I've been hanging on to this since January.
Or just like flip their cart into them to like make all their shit go over there and all. And, and then cops come and you're like, this is my one. Like,
I got it. It's cool. It's cool. You get it.
It's a minor petty crime. Like it's a misdemeanor.
Okay. Yeah, just like misdemeanor.
I'm cashing in on this asshole for being oblivious.
Misdemeanor A's and B's it works for. That's what we'll say.
We'll see.
Wait, A is the highest one.
A is the highest. So
okay, so C's and B's it works for.
Just like a minor shit that's like is only a crime now because people report things.
We're like, well, he was kind of an asshole. They're assholes or they're white.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like.
Like if you call the cops on somebody for fouling you in basketball, you could punch him in the mouth.
Fucking piece of shit.
And be like, oh, no, I'm using my card.
The cop should have just like, you just hold on. If you want to punch him, just fucking punch him.
Yeah. We're going to leave.
He's kind of a little bitch. What if the cop just punched him? He starts just beating the fuck out of him. Yeah, don't do that again.
We're going to give you a ticket for misusing 911 and wasting
Why is that not a thing?
Well, because it's not 911 he called. He just called the police. Like, if you called 911 with that, yeah, you would 100% get a ticket.
Okay.
Because that's emergencies. If you misuse 911, you get fucking ticketed.
Can you send the police here? Yes, this man fouled me too hard. He screened me too much.
Bitches, man.
Okay, and then I have one more, and this actually just kind of came to me while you were talking about yours. But I've seen this a couple of times in the last couple of weeks, where it's like, oh, so little Susie told me today, why do people hate? And I just wish that more people could be like little. If the world thought the way that my 3-year-old thinks, then we wouldn't have any problems. It's like, yeah, your 3-year-old can't fucking spell. Your 3-year-old doesn't know how to do shit, so fuck off.
Why do people hate? Because they have to listen to people say dumbass shit like that.
Right, well, like, you know what? This shows that, like, kids really get things. Kids are just fucking ignorant.
Yeah.
Kids are just fucking ignorant, and they don't have hate yet. I'm not saying that everybody should have hate in your heart, but, like, you're going to get it eventually.
Oh, no, I 100%.
That's going to happen.
I 100% think everybody should hate something.
This is how the world should work. And it's like, this is the same people that are like, hey, these 18-year-olds saying that they don't like it when their friends are killed by gun violence in school. We should let them vote.
Yeah.
No, that's a fucking common sense statement that they made. Yes, I don't want my friends to die via
He tweeted
gunfire
bad
at
words
school
when
either.
he was 17 because he's a terrible person. But also 17-year-olds don't know better when they commit major crimes and shouldn't be charged as adults. I think you're just a stupid person.
I just like yes, I get it. It's your kid. You think your kid's the greatest in the world. That's awesome. That's tight. But like, okay, like you're really naive if you actually think that like, oh, if we could just be more like my 5-year-old. Oh, really? Like you want me to piss the bed? You want me to piss the bed every night? That's what I could do that. I could also do that. You want me to just fucking color on your walls? Because that's, if you want the world to be like that, your walls are going to be fucked up. Your walls are going to be fucked up with crayons.
All right, I'll be like your 5-year-old. Karen.
Can I have this?
Karen.
Can I have this?
Karen, can
I
I
want
get
ice
this?
cream. Take me to the store.
Karen.
I want ice. Can I see a movie?
Karen.
I want to see the movie. Can I get this toy?
I know you're talking to your friend, but Karen, look at me.
Hey, look what I
over
can
here.
do. I can do
I'm
this.
Here. Karen.
Hey, one more time.
Karen. Hey, what's up? Like, no, kids are fucking stupid. Sometimes they say shit that sounds good. But then they also say shit like, did you know dinosaurs were ridden by giants? No. You just fucking made that up because you're a kid and you hate silence.
I love when I'm hanging around kids, and especially like after they hit that like obnoxious point, and you're just kind of, I'm going to just lie to you about everything. Everything is going to be a lie that comes out of my mouth now.
Did you know your mom pooped you out? That's how you were born.
Just stuff like that. And
Ask
it's like,
her about
what? Don't tell her I told you, but ask her.
You're a poop baby.
That's why you stink.
See, I don't have any friends that have kids, so
I actually, my
don't hang around
friend Darren and Amanda, they have they actually just they had their second daughter. Shout out Kennedy. But they had Addison and Kennedy now, and Addison is like my favorite like kid to like hang with because Addison's cool as shit. But like most kids, I fucking hate. I hate most kids. So shout out Addison for being a cool kid.
I kind of can't wait for like I said, my best friend's little sister just got married. Can't wait for that kid to get old enough to start talking. Totally gonna teach it to cuss.
You're not gonna be allowed near that kid.
Oh no, like we're family though, so like
they're gonna be like, nah, Pat, you can't talk to this child until it's 10.
Dude, they live with my best friend. Like, which by the way, that kid's gonna learn to cuss because they live in the same house as him playing Call of Duty.
Ooh, yeah,
like
that's
the hard F-bomb, and I don't mean fuck, is definitely gonna come out of that kid's mouth very early.
That's not progressive at all.
Hey, when somebody kills you in Call of Duty, they deserve to be called
well,
it,
thank
apparently.
Thank your friend for his service. Robert, what'd you have as the not cool?
Mine was also just like the DPS.
Yeah.
Being at the DMV.
Sucks.
Nothing fun about it. Long
It's just like
lines.
hell. That's what hell's like.
Yeah.
I would
Just
imagine
waiting
hell's
around.
just here's a line, take a number, you're gonna wait there for 75 years. It's hot also.
Yeah. No one's happy.
Or you have to get there at 5:30 in the morning and stand in what's already a 20-minute line.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So dumb. So dumb.
Not a good experience.
That's a pretty good not cool as well. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Oh, Robert just brain one in this week.
Which I did feel bad about when I wrote it down because he had already written it down.
Hey, you guys, we can all have similar ones. You know, it's a different experience each way.
Comcast didn't piss me off yet this week, so that's...
Yeah, dude,
that's...
Comcast and me are on, let me knock on wood again, we're on pretty good terms
Oh,
right
wait,
now.
no, never mind. Yes, they did. Because I went to watch the Comedy Central roast and then realized that's one of the channels that just doesn't quite fucking work for me. Just... Like, you'll
As
get
I
like...
say that, too, I had to call them and go over my bill again, but I do that every month.
And that just...
you see the little squares on TV? Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, so I couldn't see the Bruce Willis roast yet, which pissed me the
I heard
fuck
it was
off.
pretty awesome.
Yeah. All the roasts are great, man.
Yeah, they
They're
are.
always good.
Yeah, they get old. They got old when it was like every month they were doing one. I like
They've
that
never done
spaced
one
it.
every month.
Well, they did one for a while where there was like a bunch at a time.
Once a year.
No, because they had one and it was like they had 3 in like 4 months. It was for like didn't they have one for Ozzy like back in the day when like they were just getting into them.
I don't believe so.
I feel like they did a bunch, or maybe they were just airing them all the time. And
Well,
I was
yeah,
just sick of it.
because when one of them's coming up, they air like the previous 7 fucking
I don't
years.
know, but it felt like they did a lot of them like all around the same time, and I was just kind of all right, I'm done with this, guys. It's funny.
Not
But
Comedy
it's not
Central
that funny.
toasts. Fuck you.
Why would you want to look up Comedy Central toasts?
I've got fat fingers, man.
All right. Our next segment is the answers segment. So we encourage you to send us any question. There's no such thing as a stupid question. In fact, when I was in school as a young lad, I remember being told that there was no such thing as a stupid question, raising my hand, asking a question, and being made fun of because apparently my question was stupid. And I told myself, no way will I ever think that when I have my own thing and I'm in charge. And now I have a podcast, and you guys are encouraged to send me your dumbest questions. Whatever it is, whatever's on your mind, anything you're thinking, send it in. We'll answer it, and we'll get right to the bottom of it, no matter how stupid it may or may not be. You can send your questions for the answer segment if you want to email them to us. answers@passthegradypod.com. You can also tweet them to us at PassTheGradyPod. I am at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at NotPatDN, and Robert is at RobertBarbosa03. Throw a hashtag answers on that bitch, and it'll help us find them. And without further ado, let's do your thing.
Well, if you just answered the question, why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
The question, jerk.
Alrighty.
All right, so a couple times they have done 2 in a year.
Okay.
But like the last couple of years, it's only been like one every 14 months.
No, they've really spread them out lately, but I remember like it felt like they were like
they usually do them around like August, March, but then sometimes they'll do like March, September.
Okay, I can see that. All right, well let's move on to our answers segment, and our first question comes from. Okay, this is I think he's our new king of the. He's on the Mount Rushmore of answers questions askers.
Ooh.
Our boy Skylar Lester. Shout out to Skylar and his dad Jerry Lester. I was busting his balls
and his
about
future son Mo Lester.
About not wanting. Yes, future son Mo. I was busting his balls about not wanting to go out to the roast, and his dad hit me up. I was like, dude, that was fucking great. Thank you so much. So it's like, hey, I'll bust your son's balls all day if you let me know. You tell me the words, Jerry. I gotcha. But we love you, Skylar. Skylar's awesome, and Skylar is the MVP right now of our answers. Like he's been just coming out with straight fire. Like everybody else has awesome questions. Brandon Whitehead also has awesome questions, but like Skylar's just been He's been spitting fire. Shooting fire
might mean you have a venereal disease,
or you're Mario.
Ooh. No, actually, if you look carefully, he was throwing them.
Well,
it looked like spit because it was 2-bit.
I would argue that he was shooting them because he didn't have a gun, so that was like his substitute for a gun was throwing.
He spits hot fire.
Same thing. Whatever. Skylar Lester at OMG. It's Skylar, and that's Skylar with an E. He says, given the current heat wave, is it appropriate to say that it's hotter than a spoon at Demi Lovato's house? Or is that too soon?
Fuck it. It's never. That's one thing I have also always taken from Jeff Ross. It's never too soon.
It's never too soon. No.
You either
no,
can't
I think
joke
that's
about
fantastic.
It or you can't.
Yeah,
that's perfectly.
That's perfect to say that. One of my favorite like heroin jokes, I guess. Since we were talking about offensive jokes people get mad about, but sometimes jokes can be funny about things that are serious topics. Do you remember the episode of Family Guy where they're walking in, like Stewie goes into a bathroom and he opens a stall and the Cookie Monster has a spoon and he's trying he's got cookie dough on a spoon, he's trying to heat it up. He's like, I'm trying to quit.
That's so fucking
that was pretty great.
I love it.
But that's what I think of whenever I think of heroin. When anybody says heroin, I just think of the Cookie Monster. But
it's definitely
yes, that is 100%. It's hotter than a spoon at Demi Lovato's house, and like just hey, like I'm sorry, addiction's a thing. But I think it's also like there's a lot of it is self-control as well.
Yeah,
and that's
I'm sorry that your life is hard, but you also have $20 million, so I don't have any sympathy for you.
I feel like I'm gonna get some heat for that too. Yeah, but like I think that I'm not saying that like addiction's not real. Addiction, I do believe that is real, but I think that a lot of that stuff is like you've got to be able to have willpower. You've got to be able to have like to be in your own mind. And maybe she wasn't able to be in her own mind, but I feel like you got to be able to say, hey, knock it the fuck off, chill out.
If the Rangers could have afforded to have Josh Hamilton followed around 24/7 with his own personal fucking coach that stopped him from fucking doing shit like that, I'm sorry, you can fucking afford it too.
Like, have you ever gotten like super stoned before? And like you start kind of having like a mini panic attack. There are people that like there are people that like just have panic attacks when they get high, and it's like you just got to be able to be like, chill the fuck out, fuck out. This isn't real. This isn't real. This is not real. And like you just gotta be able to fucking tell yourself that sometimes. And like that, I mean, I'm trying to compare that to heroin use, which it's not.
No,
which it's not at all. But like you gotta also be like, if I
maybe just get some good friends
if
that
I
won't
tie this
allow
one
you to
off,
be around heroin anymore.
Well, I think they had tried to have her an intervention
and,
like right before.
And also, by the way, and she was smoking crack. They said all week.
Yeah, the crack will really.
Which, by the way,
not
funniest tweet I saw all in like the past 2 weeks was somebody retweeted that like the thing that goes apparently she was smoking crack all week too, and somebody goes, Oh, so she a crackhead.
That's pretty.
I was like, oh, that's
pretty
fucking
good.
great.
Yeah, I mean, I just like it's like I think I've said it before. Just there's never been a time where you're like, man, heroin was a great idea. Like that was I did heroin and then it came to me, and that's when I changed my life for the better. Yeah. No one ever says that. I've never heard it. At least I've never heard anybody say I took shots the night before at the bar and woke up and I was like, well, hell, that was the best decision I ever made. Never heard that before. If you're listening, if you're struggling through stuff, talk to somebody, figure some stuff out, and
stop it.
Don't end up like Demi.
Get some help.
Don't end up like Demi. We're rooting for you because if you die, then that's one less person listening to our podcast. Yeah. Unless you decide you also have to tell a friend, like you have to promise us you're going to tell a friend that if you die because you OD or whatever, that like they have to listen to the podcast every episode. Fair,
put that
fair
in
trade.
Your will, everybody.
Fair trade. Yeah. Okay. All right. You guys are all our lawyers anyway, so like write that into the will.
So yeah, it definitely is hotter than a
100%. That really went weird. I'm sorry. I was like lecturing. I don't know why I was doing that. That was a solid one, Skylar. Keep them coming, buddy. Will Cruz writes in again. He says edible underwear, fruit of the loin. Yeah. I mean,
no.
What?
Edible underwear.
Fruit of the loin.
Fruit of the groin.
Ooh.
That just came to me too.
That's better. Yeah. But I like loin. I like groin and loom, loin.
No, if you
groin.
said fruit of the loin cloth.
But fruit of the loom is what he was going after. I like that. Fruit of the loin is pretty funny. But yes, fruit of the groin as well, I will also accept. Lewis Dukes. I don't believe I've heard from Mr. Dukes before. If I have, I'm apologizing for not remembering. But Lewis Dukes says, can a juggalo be a gigolo?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I mean, why not?
You don't have to wear the paint to be the juggalo.
Dude, and aren't there like...
It's about the lifestyle.
There's ICP and St. Clown Posse ladies that I'm sure really would love a gigolo.
That's true.
So like ideally like you could possibly find yourself in the best situation you've ever been in.
Yeah.
If you just specifically cater towards women that want gigolos. And then you're like, hey, guess who's just rich as fuck because you got business forever now? You are.
I mean, you can also just be a gigolo for juggalos.
What is the drink that all those juggalo people have?
It's like purple, it starts with an F. No.
Is it Fanta?
No, not Fanta. Fucking.
I'm looking it up.
This is gonna drive me fucking nuts. I should phase it. God damn it. Faygo. Faygo. That's it.
Good job. And we didn't even need Google for that one. Well done, Pat.
Faygo.
So, grab some Faygo and go gigolo. That's what I say. That's what I say.
And get some hoes.
And get some hoes, grab that Faygo, and gigolo.
The more you know.
That's pretty dumb.
All right, next one.
There we go. I had to find that. All right. This is from Andrew Alderman. I don't think Andrew's written in either. And again, like Lewis, I apologize if you have, and I don't remember your name. Andrew says, someone who gets satisfied from burning pictures of themselves. Narcissist? Nope, they didn't say it right. Someone who gets satisfaction from burning pictures of themselves. Narcissist, arsonist?
I would say no. Because if you're a narcissist, ain't no way in hell you're burning pictures of yourself.
But you only want to look at yourself, so like, how dare, like, you would, like, you love yourself so much that you couldn't even like look at someone else's picture burning because you have to look at yourself all the time.
I get it, but like,
I think it's a little bit deeper than that too.
Narcissist could ever burn pictures of themselves because they just love themselves so much.
You're right.
So like, I get where you're going with it, but I gotta go no.
But you're a narcissist, but maybe you have some doubts about yourself as well. So you kind of secretly hate yourself, but you're just trying to play that you're a narcissist on the outside.
Now we're getting
and now we're just digging into the psyche of the whole thing.
Maybe pessimist, arsonist.
Pessimist, arsonist.
No, pessimist.
Narcissist, arsonist sounds cool.
It does.
Narcissist, arsonist. I like that.
I think that would be someone who's burning pictures of everybody else but themselves.
That might be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like every picture in your house, you just like take a lighter and burn
so
out
you're
just
the only
the face
one
from everybody else there. I think that's what we.
Okay.
Narcissist, arsonist. That's fucking hard to say.
Narcissist, arsonist. Robert, you say it 5 times fast. Go.
Narcissist, arsonist.
Nope.
You see?
Nope.
Good one.
Nope.
Narcissist. What?
Nope. 0 for 2. See, it wasn't just me. Narcissist, arsonist. Narcissist, arsonist. Narcissist, arsonist. Narcissist, arsonist. Narcissist, arsonist. Look at me.
There you go.
Look at me.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with no.
Okay, then what would you call someone that gets satisfaction from burning pictures of themselves?
So I'm trying to think. What's the opposite of like what
self-burner?
What's it called when you hate yourself? Low self-esteem arsonist.
Yeah, that's what we'll go with. Not as cool sounding as narcissist arsonist.
Low self-assist. Yeah. Or low self.
Low. You're self-assist. You're selfinist.
I don't know.
You're sarsonist.
It's hard to say.
You're sarsonist.
That's
self-arsonist.
I don't know.
Ooh, self-arsonist.
Ooh,
hey,
self-arsonist.
Because you're done.
Nailed it.
Boom.
Nailed it.
Fuck yeah. Open close.
You're welcome.
We got you, Andrew. We got you. It'll take us a while to figure it out sometimes, gang, but we'll find the answer after a while.
There.
We're gonna work our way to it. All right, Brandon Whitehead. What up, Brandon? I hope Denver. I think it was Denver. I hope Colorado, wherever. Hope Colorado was awesome for you, buddy.
Hope the weed was dope.
It looked like he was getting to indulge a little bit, so I hope you had some fun, Brando. Brando Whitehead on the Twitter, if you want to follow him. He says, if you leave Adderall in a Mustang too long, does it become a Ford Focus? As someone that drives a Ford Focus myself, I will say yes, it does.
Should I drive the Fusion?
Because I used to drive a Mustang, so.
Oh, so
that was actually what happened.
And you take Adderall.
And if you guys wanted to know, you gotta leave us in for a long weekend. It's gotta be a long weekend. And that has to be like a holiday weekend, actually.
But if your Mustang doesn't have ADD, does it just become a jitterbug?
It does. Just it starts freaking out. That's why they're so loud a lot of times.
Yeah, dude, I would think. Yeah, it's got to become a Ford Focus.
Why wouldn't it? It's not a Fusion.
So you know what I think the answer, because somebody had asked us, all right, but what if you leave it in a Ford Focus? I think that's when it becomes a jitterbug.
It's a Ford Focus supercharged.
There's no such thing as a supercharged.
I don't know. There's
Ford
supercharged trucks.
I think that's when it becomes a jitterbug.
No, it's just the Ford Focus then immediately just gets rims and gets lifted on its own.
It becomes a truck?
Yeah, pretty much.
Is that how F-150s are made?
I think so.
You just keep leaving Adderall in your cars until they soup up?
And we just figured out how they make cars.
I wonder what would happen if you put Adderall in your tank.
Probably nothing. Do you think anything would happen? No, it wouldn't happen.
I don't know. Do we have any chemists listening?
If you do chemistry, let us know at Pass the Grade Pod, and let us know what you think would happen if we put it. Or Pat, maybe throw some Adderall in your gas tank.
I don't have Adderall anymore.
I got a little bit of Adderall. We can do an experiment.
Let's throw it in
Does Pat get home today?
Let's throw it in Robert's tank.
Pat's like, update, I broke down like 5 minutes away, so no, it didn't work.
I already don't have AC. I don't need any more problems, man.
That's very true. Very true. Maybe we'll do that with like a rental. Next person that gets a rental car that's not us is going to have to put Adderall in that bad boy.
If only we had thought about this when Robert's car would just not turn off.
Oh, damn it, Robert.
And wouldn't turn off because it was too scatterbrained. You
damn
put
it,
Adderall
Brandon.
in there and you turn that key.
Brandon, if only you had thought of this question like months ago.
Damn it, Brandon.
When Robert had that and you had just like not known ahead of time, but if you had just timed it perfectly, god damn it, Brandon. Then we would have
you,
that would have been perfect. No, we still appreciate that question though. That was a fucking awesome one though. Yeah, it does become a Ford Focus.
Definitely.
I used to have friends in Huntsville when I was in college that lived down the street from this house, and we used to call it the Stang House. Whenever, like me and Emma would call it the Stang House whenever we drive by, because it was like these 4 frat dudes, and all 4 of them had Mustangs. And I was like, can't live here if you don't have a Mustang. You gotta come live at the Stang House. I was like, it's weird that like they all 4 have them. Like, do you think that they roomed together solely because of that? Or do you think they were just like, oh, you got a Stang too? Oh shit, this guy's got all 4 of us. Wow.
Do you think they called themselves the Poonstang Brothers?
I would hope so. I would hope so. And with that, I am at Alex J Middleton on the Twitter. Pat is at not Pat Dion. Robert's at Robert Barbosa 03, and the podcast is at Pass the Gravy really Pod. That was fucking good though. That was fucking good. Remember the don't forget about Office Trivia Night, August 31st, Friday, August 31st, out at Packard's Pub, and Pass the Gravy Podcast present the 2018 Dundee Awards and Office Trivia Night, costume contest, and other office shenanigans for the cure.
For the cure.
For the cure.
For the cure.
All right. You guys got anything? No?
I'm still laughing at
I know. Be sure to tune into Pass the Gravy Bro later on to, I guess if you're listening now, listen after that because Pastor Gary Bro will probably be on after Big Brother. And then I'm going to do the solo version tomorrow. And
turn into that train wreck.
Yeah, right. That's going to, dude, definitely turn into that one. That one should definitely be appointment listening because that's going to be weird. That's gonna be weird. I might have to Periscope just to make it through.
Dude, just get drunk beforehand so you don't know how bad it's going.
Just convince myself it's going great. But give us the 5 stars on your iTunes or wherever you're listening to us. Give us that review so we can show up higher on the queue for other people. Share us with a friend. Tell your friend, hey, this is a badass podcast to listen to. Check out Pass the Gravy. And I guess until next week, go out there and pass the gravy, bitches.
Open up your legs and filet mignon that pussy. I'ma get in and on that.